Hey guys, what's up? Today I am going to be checking out the all-new Powerbeats Pro 2. These things are awesome. They've got USB-C charging, wireless charging, they've got the H2 chip, so they're working with Apple products. They're also working really good with Android products if you're an Android user. They've got physical buttons, they've got 10 hours of battery life per headphone. You've also got 45 hours total with the case. So that is amazing. So let's go ahead, let's get these out of the box and let's see what these things can really do. All right, so let's go ahead, let's get these things out of the box. I went ahead and picked up the quicksand color, and I gotta say, I like it so far, and it's glued to the top of the box there. That's interesting, but there are the headphones. These are really good looking headphones. I gotta say, the earbuds, or the hook back here on the back of the headphone, that has been redesigned. So this is a new, I think it's titanium type material or something. Anyway, it's supposed to hold its shape better and allow for a lot of bending. Of course, obviously, you're using these for working out. They're also IP64, I believe, water resistant. I'll double check. If I'm wrong on that, I'll throw it up at the bottom of the video. But you've got your heart rate monitors here for in-ear heart rate monitoring. That's actually really, really cool. You have physical buttons up here on the top of the headphones. So that is really nice. You've also got volume rockers up here. And this comes with, inside this box here, again, very minimalistic packaging here, just our instruction manuals. You have your extra small, large, and extra large, and then on the headphones themselves, it comes with the medium ones. So you have 5 different options here that will fit any, hopefully any ear. But I'm gonna go ahead, I'll throw these on here real fast just to show you how they lock into place. And I've got the active noise cancellation going on. I'll go ahead and turn that off. They have active pass-through, just like my AirPods Pro. First thing I'm noting, just turning these on and putting them in, is that the active noise cancellation, I definitely can hear stuff outside a little bit more than my AirPods Pro. So that is something that's very, very interesting. But I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna get some audio testing here, and we'll go ahead and do a sound check just to see what it sounds like. So let me grab my phone real quick back here, and I will go ahead and throw up some audio. Let me make sure I actually connect first up to this, to the headphones here. So there we go, Powerbeats Pro. Cool, right there automatically on my account. But as you can see here from the top down, hopefully, we've got transparency mode, noise cancellation. Your left and right ear can do noise control, or you can do Siri on there if you want. So that's just something to keep in mind. You can change, like have one do Siri, one do active noise cancellation, whichever you want to do there. You've got press once to answer a call. Mute and unmute is press once there when in a call, and then you have press twice to end the call. So that's really cool. You can actually actively mute yourself inside of the call. That's nice that they added that. There's your heart rate sensor there. And then you've got your automatic ear detection. This is typical, Apple type space or headphone stuff there. You've got your spatial audio personalized. That comes over. I noticed from my AirPods Pro, that looks like that's just automatically there. So it looks like they kind of kept that setting. That's interesting. Your microphone automatic, so it's going to decide which one of these headphones has what microphone is used. You've got your accessibility settings here, which is really nice. Noise cancellation with a single earbud, that can be useful if you need to turn just one ear, noise cancel on just one side. That's really nice that there you find my. So we'll go ahead and we'll do an ear tip test here real quick. Go ahead and hit play here. And right now it's playing audio inside my headset. And it's testing, I'm assuming, the mics on the outside to see if it can hear anything. Unable to complete test, so I'm going to go ahead and be quiet and see if it'll complete here. There we go. It says it's got a good seal, so that's a way to know if you have the right ear tips in. So of course that small, medium, large, extra large, so on and so forth. But yeah, that is pretty much the menus for these things. Um, let's go ahead and let's do I'll go ahead and play just some regular audio here. I've got some simple plan. I'll go ahead. You won't be able to hear it, but I'll give you just my thoughts. I'm going to go ahead and go into passive mode here, and I'll show you that that's where we're at here. If I hold this down, you'll see I have transparency mode on. I do not have spatial audio right now, but I'll hit play here. There we go, head tracked. They've got pretty good sound. So let's go ahead, let's switch over to noise cancellation. They've got pretty good sound. This is really close to my AirPods Pro. I mean, I can still hear myself, obviously, but with audio, I don't hear anything. So that is really, really nice. I'll see if I can figure out a way to let you kind of hear what I'm hearing. Let me go ahead here and we'll stop this, go back into transparency mode. There we go. But yeah, those have really good sound. I really like these headphones. I had the original Powerbeats Pro. I believe those launched back in like 2019, so we're talking like 6 years ago. So they had like 9 hours of battery life, I believe, per headphone or something like that. And I love those headphones. They were great. I used to use them pretty much almost single ear. I would like go back and forth because I was always working and I needed a pair of headphones that lasted all day. And at the time, the AirPods Pro just didn't have the battery life that I was looking for to go through almost an 8-hour work day and be able to like talk and have conference calls and stuff. And I needed that just single earpiece working with all my Apple products. And so I really love those. And these really are an improvement in my estimation. I mean, in what I'm hearing. I mean, we've got active noise cancellation. That was not in the Powerbeats Pro, the originals. And you had it with the AirPods Pro, I believe, the first gen. And that's what I really hated. I was like, it's the same price point, $250, but I didn't get that, active noise cancellation. And I was torn because I really wanted the noise cancellation of the AirPods Pro, but I really wanted the battery life of the Powerbeats. So I defaulted to the Powerbeats Pro. And now you don't have to choose. These come with 10 hours of battery life and active noise cancellation and transparency mode. I mean, that is just awesome. So let's go ahead, let's do a couple sound checks. I'm gonna go ahead and get probably use a song I've used in the past for other videos. I'll go ahead and try to put it up to the mic or something like that. There's not a real good way to let you hear what these sound like. But I'll try to do my best. I'll try to cover up the sensors and try to get sound coming through the microphone. We'll do a sound check there. So let me go over to my library. I should have, I believe it's the Dreamer single here. And I believe I had that in a previous video, so I know that I can use it. So I'll go ahead and put these in my ear real quick just to make sure I have sound. We'll play. Cool. All right, I have sound. I'm going to take one out here, cover up this sensor. Hopefully cover up this sensor. I tap the button. I'll go ahead and turn up the volume all the way because I have no way to test here. I'm going to see it. I don't even know if this will work. So hopefully this is coming through the mic. Now that is the volume at full capacity. So there is the volume coming from these headphones. They've got pretty decent volume. They're down here at my microphone and I can hear them all the way up here. So they've got a lot of really good range on them and just volume. I can tell you from listening that the bass is really good. At least, for me, I'm not a fussy person when it comes to bass. I know some people are, but they've got that thumping bass, kind of like my Powerbeats or the Beats pill that I tested. Very similar to that. So actually, that's a good way to put it. If you took the Beats pill and you put it in headphones, that's kind of the sound you're getting. So if you're familiar with that, that would be how I kind of translate what I'm hearing. But yeah, these things have really, really good sound. So let's go ahead and I will do a little bit more testing and I'll let you know what I think about these headphones. All right, so let me go ahead and pull up my voice memos here and I'm going to do a quick mic check. So let me go ahead and hit record there. So this is a sound test of the microphone on the Powerbeats Pro 2. Let me go ahead and turn on a noisy train station behind me. I pulled up a video here and I will play that behind me real quick. So I've got audio coming from behind me. I'll rotate around, turn my back to the camera. All right, so this is a mic check in like a busy train station, if you would. I'm in an echoey room. I've got a train ambient noise sound coming behind me, kind of like if you were, at a bus stop, a gas station, whatever it may be. And this is what the call quality and or sound quality of the microphones from the Powerbeats Pro 2 would sound like in that kind of an environment, roughly. So hopefully that came through okay through the microphone and through the camera. I'll go ahead and put that up in the video, obviously, and let you hear the difference. I think they have roughly the same sound noise cancellation from ambient sounds around you as the AirPod Pro 2. So if you're familiar with that, these are going to be very, very similar. But yeah, that was a mic check with the Powerbeats Pro 2 microphones. All right, so I got to test these while on a trip to Canada recently. So I got to use them in an airplane and I put them side by side with a comparison with my AirPod Pro 2 right here and then my wife's AirPods 4 with noise cancellation. So I was able to test out basically the 3 different noise cancellations of these headphones. And I took a few notes and kind of wanted to, tell you what I heard. And then I also recorded some ambient sound in the plane. And I will try to, as best as possible, kind of match the sound that I was hearing while listening to, audio and movies and stuff on the, roughly 3-hour flight. So the first thing is the AirPod 4 noise cancellation takes like the noise, it goes down to like this low bass. So it doesn't drown out all of the sound. I would say roughly it's about 50%. It removes about 50% of the sound. So these guys are definitely, they're open ear, they don't have the tips, and you definitely get a lot more ambient sound in your ears. That's expected. And it's kind of like, it's like an airy sound too, if that makes sense. So then I put the Powerbeats Pro 2 in, and these really kind of cut, I would say, 60%, maybe a little bit more of the sound around me. Now, you did lose that lower bass, that like, duh. I'll put it in the video, and I'll try to make it as bassy as I can, because these definitely, you heard that like thudding bass or drone of the engines a lot more, and it actually made them more pronounced in the sound. Where this took it out almost entirely. You did still have a little bit of the airy noise in your headphones. So it was, I don't know, it wasn't as good as I think my AirPods Pro 2 were. So I then went ahead and I took the AirPods Pro 2, and these remove pretty much the same amount as the Powerbeats Pro 2. They're very, very similar. They're a little less airy than the Powerbeats Pro 2, so you lose a little bit more of that air sound. You click the noise cancellation, and it kind of just takes everything out in terms of ambient noise. And that was something I did notice. And so then what I went ahead and wore like both of these headphones. I put the AirPod Pro 2 in my ear, and then I put the Powerbeats Pro in the other ear, and I tested them both at the same time. So I put them in passive mode or transparency mode, and then I put them both in active noise cancellation. And when you're wearing both of the headsets, there's definitely more air noise with the Powerbeats than with the AirPods, and you notice it. It's substantial when you have them both in, one in one ear, one in the other. So you're definitely getting a little bit better noise cancellation out of the AirPods Pro 2, but you're not getting the battery life out of that. Then I went ahead and I put the Powerbeats Pro in too with the, just for testing sake to get an idea with the AirPods 4. And, that again, I had a lot more of the ambient sound around me. And I had, that was with volume at max too. So this was tested with the volume at max. So I was trying to drown out as much noise as possible. I don't recommend that, by the way, if you want to save your hearing, any prolonged sound at that level, because it gets pretty loud in these headphones. So yeah, using the AirPods Pro with the Powerbeats while watching a movie. So I did audio, I did just a no audio sound just to test what that was. And that was the initial test, was kind of like no audio. And then I went ahead and put them in noise cancellation mode. And I tested them while watching a movie, again at full volume. And they are almost the exact same noise cancellation. Just a little bit better, I don't know, openish. So you get that like open sound, if you will, off of the Powerbeats. So like you hear like a baby's cry or people talking, but they sound very, very faint off in the distance. With the AirPods Pro 2, you almost lose that entirely. It's negligible, but it is noticeable, especially when you have one in, one ear and one in the other. You can hear the difference. So I think that was kind of a good test overall of what each of Apple's, minus, the AirPod Pro Max, what each of their headphones with noise cancellation can do. My personal opinion is that if battery life is not an issue and you want the best noise cancellation, AirPod Pro 2 still just a little bit better, and they're at the same price point, really. So I'd have to say, if you're going for like on a plane in a noisy environment where you really don't want to hear anything around you, or as much as possible, you want to remove all of the ambient noise, AirPod Pro 2. If you're someone who works out and you like the heartbeat monitor and obviously the longer battery life, you cannot go wrong with the Powerbeats Pro 2. These things have a really good sound. Yes, they let a little bit more noise in, but once you get audio playing, it's negligible. And if you didn't have an AirPod Pro 2 in one ear and a Powerbeat in the other, you're not going to notice the difference between these headphones and those headphones. And you're getting a few more features with these, and definitely these are better if you have an active lifestyle. I really do like these Powerbeats Pro. And then obviously, I mean, just to mention, if you don't want to pay $250, the AirPods 4 are pretty good headphones. And honestly, the noise cancellation is not terrible once you get audio playing, but that's just a kind of an honorable mention, if you will, of, the AirPods Pro or the AirPods 4. I also tested these out in the gym with gym equipment. I had my Apple Watch, and these will sync to gym equipment. I believe you hold down the Beats button right here, and you press and hold that. I believe I click once and then press and then click it and then press and hold, I believe. It's a double click. And I'll throw up at the bottom if I got that wrong. But you press and hold it, it'll turn into Bluetooth pairing mode. You go into the settings on the machine and it will pair the heart rate monitor to the machine. And then you can also use your Apple Watch at the same time. So I could see both of them. And I'll throw that B-roll shot up here real quick where, I mean, they were like one beat off from each other. No pun intended on the beat thing. But they literally were. It was like 100 and something beats, and I'll say 120 beats or 150 beats. I don't remember the exact number off the top of my head, but it was like, let's say 150, and then it was like 149 or 150 and 151. It was that close, and at times they were dead on exactly the same. So you're getting a really good heart rate monitor out of these headphones, and you don't have to have an Apple Watch. So if you're someone who has an Android device and you don't want to have don't have an Apple Watch, or someone who doesn't want to buy an Apple Watch, these have that built-in heart rate monitor, and it's a really nice, cool, honestly, if you're into fitness, good to have, addition. But yeah, that is my review of the Powerbeats Pro 2. I really love these headphones. I think they are a great successor to the Powerbeats Pro. And I love that we have gotten an increased battery life out of these. and we have active noise cancellation and a heart rate monitor. I think that that is amazing, and it only took Apple Beats 6 years to release a new pair of headphones. But I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, comment, subscribe, share, and we will see you in the next video. Well, that has been my review of the Powerbeats Pro 2. These headphones are honestly a great successor to the Powerbeats Pro, the originals that I had, and I'm really happy. It only took Apple/Beats, 6 years roughly to give us a, successor to those headphones, but I think that this is definitely a step in the right direction with all of the stuff that these offer. Your heartbeat monitor, you've got active noise cancellation, transparency mode, 10-hour battery life, 45 hours with the case, a redesigned ear hook, which is smaller and lighter. It's really, really cool that they've given us a new pair of Powerbeats. I love the Powerbeats line. They're a great fitness, exercise, active lifestyle pair of headphones. And if, the AirPod Pro 2s or the AirPods don't fit in your ear, because not all ears are created equally, or the same rather, these definitely give you a little bit more of that security. I mean, I can pop these in here and I do not have to worry. They're not coming out. I mean, that was my original Powerbeats. I mean, you could just do a handstand, go upside down, do whatever you wanted to do, and these things would not fall out, or rather the Powerbeats wouldn't, and these are the same way. But that has been my review. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, comment, subscribe, share, and we will see you in the next video.